Hello everybody, welcome back or welcome to my channel. Today we are reading a Levi X Exhausted Listener Unsleeping Beauty by Rhea Britannia on Wattpad. I apologize if the voices are a bit odd, and also I apologize if the video quality is a bit odd. I got a new microphone and I still have the same recording application because someone suggested a new one, but it didn't work on my computer. So yeah, I hope you all enjoy. Ethan, you don't look so good, Hanji observed, sitting across from you at the breakfast. When was the last time you slept? You shrugged, trying to concentrate on the paperwork in front of you. Actually, you were painfully aware that it had been 2 days since you slept, but it couldn't be helped. On top of your normal responsibilities as a section commander, you were also preparing a financial proposal to get more funding for the Scout Regiment. Reviewing all of Commandant status notes on the incoming cadets that you would be training, and helping Commander Irwin plan for the next expedition outside the walls. The work was endless. You didn't have time to rest. Come on, Ethan. I'm sure we have that genius brain of yours, but even you need your beauty sleep, especially if you want to stay humanity's most beautiful soldier, she finished, playfully employing the nickname that the entire population called you by. Yes, that was you. Clever as the devil and twice as pretty. Even with the dark purple bags under your eyes, you were still striking. While you liked the way you looked, you didn't really care what other people thought. In fact, you found it annoying that strangers' eyes followed you wherever you went, and that people would randomly start flirting with you even though you clearly wanted to be left alone. Yes, you were pleased with your appearance, but you wished everyone else would just stop worshipping you like a goddess. Besides, there were more important things than looks, like using your genius brain, as Hanji called it, to get this work done. I can manage, you mumbled, still trying to focus. She's right, Ethan, Mike added next to you. Everyone needs rest, even perfection like you. You slammed your paper down. I said I'm fine, you snapped. The entire table gave you a worried glance. With a growl, you stood and gathered your materials. I'll be in my office, you muttered, storming out of the hall. You had probably gotten a cumulative 4 hours of sleep over the past week, one of which was gained dozing in the back corner during a particularly dry staff meeting. You had only survived this long thanks to the egregious amounts of coffee and your own iron willpower. However, even you couldn't keep this up forever. Your head was pounding, and you had to rub your eyes every few seconds so you could focus on the paperwork in front of you. It didn't help that Hanji was chatting away across the dinner table, completely oblivious. So then I tried dissecting the foot, but of course the toes evaporated as soon as I cut them off, so I had to. Her voice was grating on your ears. You stood abruptly in your chair, screeching against the floor. I'm done eating, you hissed, and set off for your office, leaving your food untouched. Once you were out of sight, Irwin broke the stunned silence that had followed your outburst. Is she alright? Hanji shrugged. Well, I know she was pulling all-nighters earlier this week. She looks a lot better, though, so I guess she's been sleeping again. No, she hasn't, your sister Briar interjected, softly from down the table. As your sister, she wouldn't normally betray your secret, but she was getting worried. She's just been putting concealer under her eyes so everyone will stop bothering her. There's an uncomfortable pause, then Irwin stated, Ethan is an adult. It's up to her to decide how much she can handle. Let's just leave her be. Levi scoffed irreverently from the end of the table. Without a word, he pushed his chair back and stood, following you out of the room. The sudden pounding on your door mirrored the endless throbbing in your head. What? You barked, not bothering to look up from your paperwork. Levi let himself in, shutting the door behind him. Normally, you would have been thrilled to be alone with your boyfriend, but you didn't want to be around anyone right now. This is getting ridiculous, Ethan, he growled. You need rest. You laughed bitterly. That's rich coming from you. You knew you were being rude, but you were too tired to care. Besides, Levi slept for 2 hours a day, was mean as an adder, and nobody ever gave him crap about it. It wasn't fair. Just leave me alone, Levi. I have a monstrous headache and I'm not in the mood to deal with this right now. Different people need different things, brat. Levi shot back. You clearly can't handle missing out on sleep, so go to bed. You ignored him, scribbling notes on a page. Done waiting for you, Levi stormed across the room and yanked your chair back from your desk. Hey, what are you doing? You stammered as he bent down and tugged the boots off your feet. Without warning, Levi scooped you up in bridal style and carried you into your bedroom. He threw you unceremoniously onto the bed, glaring down at you with his arms crossed. Now go to sleep or I'll knock you out myself. You rolled your eyes in exaggerated fashion. Yes, that's a great idea, you muttered sarcastically. Give me more of a headache than I already have. You started to get up, however, instead of whacking you upside the head, Levi pushed you back down, pinning your arms and legs to the bed. Then I'll hold you down until you fall asleep. Except that this is terribly uncomfortable, you quipped, squirming underneath him. His knees dug rather painfully into your thighs, and his grip on your wrist was strong as iron. Levi sighed. Fine. He got off you, and you thought you had won until he started slipping off his shoes. But I'm staying here until you've gotten a decent amount of sleep, so don't get any ideas. He shot you a warning glare, and you froze, 1 foot already on the floor. You flopped back onto the pillows, knowing you couldn't win if Levi really was set on keeping you there. Levi tugged off his jacket and cravat. Then he got into bed next to you, pulling the covers over you both. You two have been doing this for years, just sleeping, nothing else. Aside from insomnia, Levi's presence was the only thing that kept your nightmares away. You had a similar effect on him. Levi pulled you into a spooning position, his arms draped around your waist. Just go to sleep already, FN, he mumbled, pressing a kiss to the nape of your neck. You shivered involuntarily at the contact, your breath catching. Levi chuckled under his breath. Sensitive, are we? No, you grumbled indignantly. Even though it was clearly a lie, you had always been very particular about your neck, and you never let anyone touch it. If someone did, it felt strange and invasive, making you recoil immediately. However, Levi's kiss was different. It felt strange, yes, but good. So you didn't push him away when he pressed his lips to your nape a second time. You groaned softly into the pillows as your body tensed. Levi smirked, pleased to have found a new way of teasing you. He tightened his arm around your waist so you couldn't get away even if you tried. His mouth hovered just a hair's breadth away from you, his lips lightly brushing your neck as he purred. You're a terrible liar. His breath was hot against your bare skin, causing goosebumps to prickle all over your body. Slightly annoyed that you couldn't hide your reaction, you pouted. I thought I was supposed to be sleeping. Levi laughed quietly. Fine, I'll stop. Good night, FN. His head settled into the pillow, a respectable distance away from your sensitive neck. The two of you laid in silence for a few minutes until you breathed. Levi? Don't stop. You felt him tense in surprise before his breath tickled your ear. As you wish, he whispered. You could hear the smirk in his voice. Levi leisurely raised his lips across the base of your neck. His touch light as a feather. Shivers snaked down your spine, and your eyelids fluttered closed, beginning just below your hairline. He pressed kisses down your vertebrae. You knew he was going slowly on purpose, enjoying each little reaction he was wringing from you. Unhurried, Levi made his way around your neck, rolling you onto your back as he did so. You tilted your head, giving him easier access even as he quivered beneath him. He trailed kisses just below your jawbone before making his way down your throat, earning several soft sighs from you. When his lips found a certain spot, an involuntary moan escaped your lips. Please, he nipped that same spot with his teeth, causing your back to arch into him as you gasped. Levi! He continued to nip and suck your skin, and you tensed with the effort of holding back your sounds, though some still made it through your clenched teeth. Feeling how lightly wounded you were, Levi licked your neck lovingly, trying to calm you down. You shuddered before finally relaxing into the bed. Levi continued to kiss you, but he wasn't teasing anymore. It felt gentler, more caring, as if he wanted to make you comfortable. You couldn't help yourself as Levi pressed those soft kisses to your skin. You at last succumbed to exhaustion and slipped into a deep slumber. Levi noticed that you had stopped responding and pulled back, taking in your now sleeping face. What a brat, he whispered, though a smile played at the corners of his mouth. He gazed on your peaceful expression for a moment more, then he leaned down and pressed a tender kiss to your lips. Sweet dreams, FN, he murmured before settling back down beside you. Shortly thereafter, Levi's own eyes fluttered closed, and he joined you in a long overdue and very long sleep. That was the Levi X listener, Unsleeping Beauty. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and also thank you to the person who suggested that I do a Levi X listener. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!